This is the TDC Today Show USA. My name is Sue Roscoff, and we are so glad to be here with the Disability Channel with our TDC Today Show USA. So, with what we are here to do is to share some good news, to share friends, to share all the good things with everyone. Our quick backstory here: we are so lucky, actually, that we have been able to work so much with the Disability Channel. Several years ago, I mean, you guys all know Kurt Roscoff. He's done a lot with the Disability Channel, and with what he all had done with Ability Fest here in the Milwaukee area. It was an event that was being created for celebrating, actually go way back to the Americans with Disabilities Act, when it celebrated its 25th anniversary, ADA 25. He did create Ability Fest in Milwaukee, and we met so many good people through that event. That is how we started on the radio. That is a piece that really spurred things forward a lot. And with what we had done on the radio at that time, which, by the way, we still do, River West Radio has been a great partner with us for, gosh, where are we at now? At least 8 years on there. And that show that we do on a weekly basis is Ability MKE now, MKE being the airport code for Milwaukee. So we've been on the radio for a long time. Once that all got underway, you've got Kurt here wondering, how do we make this go to that next level? TV would be the next level. He's had that in his mind for a long, long time. And again, dating back quite a ways here, right? He, as all the things he was doing with LinkedIn, happened to come across Jay Stoyan. Jay, with the Disability Channel. That was one of the best moments, having found Jay on this chance connection through a platform like LinkedIn that said, hey, I suggest this person might be a good connecting point for you. And it was the best thing, because that was exactly what Kurt had in mind and just didn't have a way to do it all. But here Jay has already done it. What is the Disability Channel? I love the tagline of showcasing abilities. They partner and do all the wonderful things for employment programs for persons with disabilities and veterans, with all the great things that the Disability Channel does and is. We are very lucky, very blessed to be here. And with that, I am actually very lucky also to be able to introduce a friend to the show, and I want to bring her in. She has just a few minutes to join us and share the wonderful things that we've gotten to learn about her. Lee is a wonderful lady out of Hawaii. So she is in one of these beautiful locations that I would love to visit someday. I don't know when that's going to happen, but that's on my wish list. I would love to make it out there, but I want to bring Lee in so she can introduce herself and tell us a little more about who she is, what she all does, and what the Disability Channel. I know this may be the first or an early introduction for Lee for what the Disability Channel is, but I just want her to be able to say a little bit towards what the Disability Channel is as well, because with all the education they do and all the wonderful things they do with folks with disabilities and with veterans, it is such a good organization. So Lee, come on in and share a little bit of you with us. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Aloha. So I am from HNL. Since you did MKE, HNL is the code for Honolulu, Hawaii in airline terms. As I used to work for Hawaiian Airlines for
I did not know that.
Yeah, for about 19 years. So yes, I've been in corporate America, but I've always been an entrepreneur at heart. I have always done, not always, I should say, I should take that back. I generally did some kind of business on the side when I was working, because, living in Hawaii, you got kids, and you want to have fun. So, hopefully my money became my spending money. So do I tell you how old I am?
That's up to you.
Oh, well, I'm old enough to be a grandma. I have grown kids. One's 40. One's going to be 40. No, one's going to be 40 this year. The other one's 42. So I let you calculate my age. I was 5 when I had them.
I was going to say, you have to be.
So I've done a multitude of things. And one of the businesses I generally always went back to was my stay on lipstick. Because, like I was teasing Kurt the other day, I said, I can kiss you and your wife won't be able to tell.
I love it.
So, so you want to go out and have some fun and, not tell Kurt, get this lipstick. So I've always gone back to them. And I met Kurt and Emily through a project called Happy Neighborhood Project. I believe we're going to be back on air again. Yay.
Yay.
Yeah. So that's why I want to network with people. And as I was networking with them, it became, because, I'm getting a little older, but we meet so many different people. And then I have to go like, okay, who was that person that I met that did blah, blah, blah? And so Kurt introduced me to this project called No Card. And it was really odd because I find that when I am thinking about something that I could use, a business tool I could use in my business, all of a sudden the platform shows up. So I'm like, wow. So he showed it to me and I was like, okay, this sounds a little bit too good to be true. So I signed up I looked at the pricing, and to try it was great. I still got all the bells and whistles of having a paid account. When I looked at the pricing and I'm like, okay, I'm going to be using this almost every day for more than 1 year. So, I think I got like a 5-year business, lifespan at least. And if I got a 5-year business lifespan and I break it all down, it was a whole lot economical. I was going to say cheaper, but cheap doesn't sound too good, right? It was more economical, or it made more business sense to use this No Card app, because No Card is the yellow pages for this day and age. Because yellow pages, you needed to have a landline, you needed to have an account with the telephone company, so to speak, which is a landline. You need to have a landline. And their fees are not cheap. And you pay those fees every single year. And depending upon how big your ad space was, determined your price. So when I saw this, and I'm like, okay, can I search by industry, right? Because that's the easiest, right? If I went, oh my God, Tupperware. Who does Tupperware? I couldn't remember, right? Now I know Sue really well because, we've had a lot of interactions, but that's what it takes, right? We have to have a lot of interpersonal interactions with the people to remember what industry they're in. And that's really sad, because if Sue and I fail to connect, I would never be able to refer her as my Tupperware lady. But now I can go to No Card, search Tupperware, and all the Tupperware people that are in the No Card community. And I'm sorry, Sue, I'm not going to play favorites. But you will be my first go-to person.
All good.
Okay. But you can just go ahead and refer them all, because and we all need to realize that we don't all resonate with different people, right? And that'd be sad if, I introduce Sue to my daughter, and for whatever reason, the chemistry just isn't there, then Tupperware loses. But if I gave my daughter Sue Roscoff, other people who do Tupperware, she can decide, oh, I'm going to deal with Sue because Sue is gotta hang on it, and she knows everything. And I don't know if I'm using the right jargon for this day and age, but make my own jargon, right? My own hashtags.
Love it.
So that's why I am very passionate about business owners finding a way to get themselves referred out. Unless you got tons of money sitting in your back pocket or in your marketing budget to go do TV, commercials, or, go to the yellow pages, which people generally don't use. We got cell numbers, right? So be in the know with Sue and me, and Kurt, and Emily, and Ralph Dana.
Yeah, I do want to give a special shout out to Ralph. He's being kind and sharing his Zoom platform with us today. So Ralph Dana with Dana Sales, we are using the account that he gets provided through his Market America business. So we are privileged to be able to do that. And Ralph, thank you. You are a big help for us today here. And
Yes,
that's
he
what it's all
is.
about, right? We all working together makes things work. We all can do more and do better when we team up, when we work with each other. And I think that's a lot with the Disability Channel too, that we really do get to make a bigger difference and a bigger impact when we work together towards an end goal. And I love all the programs that are going on with the Disability Channel. And next year, this time next year will be, I believe, actually, I'm not sure when they wrap up, but I know February next year is when the Invictus Games are happening in Canada. And that is going to be all the media taken care of by the Disability Channel. That is going to be a huge, huge event. And I am so excited to hear more of the plans and how that's all coming together, because how exciting is that to be able to say, we know the folks that are going to be there, going to be covering all of this. It's going to be tremendous. Oh my gosh. So if you're not familiar with the Invictus Games, there is a lot of information online for that. So they're easy to look up and find out more about that. And I know that is, I believe Prince Harry is the one that was there last year that actually was doing the introductions, doing all the things, because it is related to him and his family to have had the start in the beginning. Sorry, I don't have all of the details memorized here of how that all transitioned in, but I will be learning more and we'll be able to share more in the future here, because that it's exciting. I know it is. It's going to be so much fun. So just a little teaser out there to look for them and all the good things that will be coming next February, because it's going to be here before we know it.
Cool.
So Lee, I'm so glad you've been able to join us here. I know you've got another piece to head on off to soon, but any last thoughts you want to share with us?
My hat's off to you and Kurt for running this platform, because veterans are really truly taken for granted. They serve their country. We appreciate their service. They come home and they see a lot of things that would break anybody's spirit, so to speak. And my ex-son-in-law is still active in the military, and he had served in Kuwait. And he does have some PTSD. And so it's knowing that there's a place, if he should really need help, he can go get the help. And that's what your platform offers. And many of them just need our love, and so I hope they will join us on your platform to get the energy of our love, because I am truly grateful that we have men and women willing to step up and defend us here in the United States. Even though we have, sometimes a sucky president, but hey, we won't go down that route yet. No politics. But hey, Sue and Kurt, thank you so much for everything you do. And Mr. Dana, thank you so much for making Zoom available to us. But I will beg off. Mahalo nui loa, or like we say in Pidgin, mahalo plenty.
I
Aloha,
love it.
everybody.
Thank you so much, Lee. Grateful that you were able to join us here today. And we look forward, as always, to seeing you again in the near future because she's so much fun. All sorts of good things. So thank you, Lee.
Thank
And
you. Aloha, guys.
aloha. We are here again with the Disability Channel. We are the TDC Show USA. My name is Sue Roskoff. I'm so glad to have had this opportunity again to come on in and share a few things with everyone. So until next time,